you ever wonder why we don't feel the same way we did when we were younger? Do you wonder why you're eating the same foods but not getting the same results? Well, there's a reason for that, especially if you're over the age of 50. And that is our bodies do not absorb nutrients the same way it did when we were younger. In this video, I'm going to go over 4 of those nutrients. I'm also going to give you one piece of advice that I give all my clients, my family, and my friends. Stick around to the end. I'll be right back. My name is Deb Day. I'm 64 years old. Over 10 years ago, I was feeling miserable. And I made a change to my health that was so profound that it started me down a journey of researching nutrition, taking courses, because I wanted to understand what was happening. But we do need to know some of the nutrients that our bodies do not absorb as easily as it did when we were younger, so that we know what changes we have to make in our diet to get those nutrients back. So the first one is vitamin B12, very necessary for healthy blood cells and for a healthy nerve function. But our body doesn't absorb it that well. So we have to look at incorporating more of it into our diet, and we can do that through more fish and poultry and eggs. And if you're vegan, then your best bet is to look at perhaps fermented foods. Now the second one is folate, and if you're not getting enough, that can lead to anemia. So what do? You're going to up your fruit and veg. So if you're getting value from this content, please click subscribe, click the little notification bell, because I'll be coming out with more and more information on nutrition for people over the age of 50. Comment below if you have anything specific that you're wondering or looking for, and I will certainly see what I can do to help. Okay, on to the third one. Vitamin D is so important because it helps us absorb calcium. It is also important for bone density, arthritis, diabetes, and our immune system. Our skin is the primary source of vitamin D, but our older skin does not absorb it as well. It is not as efficient as collecting that vitamin D, so we have to look to other sources. Now, vitamin D doesn't come naturally in a lot of foods, so sometimes that's why we end up looking at enriched food or fortified foods, and we'll often see that on our food labels. Now, if you don't know the difference between those two, don't worry. I will put a definition of each of those in the description below. But what you can do is eat more salmon, more tuna, more eggs. The fourth one, and the most important one, because studies have shown that the majority of North Americans are deficient in magnesium. There is a long list of symptoms if you are magnesium deficient. Some of them can be rather severe, so it is something you want to pay attention to. And I will also put a list of some of those things in the description below. So what do? A good source of magnesium is your fruit and your veg, beans, whole grains, nuts, seeds. So one other thing to note about magnesium is as we get older and we tend to take certain medications for different health reasons, medications can often interfere with our ability to absorb magnesium. So you really need to understand where your levels are. So here's the tip. I give this tip to all my clients, to my family, to my friends, and I'm telling everybody, I get my magnesium levels checked every time I get my blood work done. And you should with these other 3 as well. So it is worth your while to go and have it done, and maybe some of you do already. And we want to feel amazing, because remember, that's what our goal is to be the healthiest version of ourselves possible and to live one kick-ass life. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you in the next video.